All right, guys, Bitcoin hovering around $70,000, not too shabby. Things are looking great. 70,251. Altcoins looking good. Solana 187, XRP 62, Dogecoin 18 cents, Cardano 65. Not going to go down the list. I saw that Theta still above 3, VeChain 4.5. Everything looking extremely bullish going into the halving, which is only a couple weeks away. Litecoin back up to almost $100. I told you guys Litecoin was going to catch up. That's exactly what it's doing. We're going to talk about Litecoin a little bit. There is some Litecoin news. And rarely there is Litecoin news. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the bridge collapse. The bridge collapse in Baltimore. As you guys know, I'm from Baltimore. I've been across this bridge probably 1,000 times. This is like my main thoroughfare, taking $6.95 to get to DC when I worked my PI cases back in the day. I just drove over this bridge last week. I tend to avoid bridges over the last year because I kind of developed the bridge phobia going over the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, which is a bridge even bigger than this one. Now I'll probably never go on a bridge again, especially seeing how cheaply and shady they're constructed. And we're going to talk about that in a minute, just going into the infrastructure of the United States is just in shambles. And all right, well, let's start off with Litecoin. Why is Litecoin's price up today? Today, Litecoin's price surge comes after a significant influx of Litecoin supply into circulation and a rising hash rate above Bitcoin's halving event. It does look like Litecoin's going to get a nice big pump going into the halving. Litecoin is up today, hitting a fresh 2-week high amid a broader cryptocurrency market rally. On March 27th, Litecoin's price rose to around $99, up almost 10% in the last 24 hours. The crypto market was down 1.1% in the same period. Still, Litecoin is underperforming the broader crypto market on a year-to-year date. Litecoin traders are absorbing a 60 million Litecoin supply. Litecoin's current price uptrend seems to be a classic response to the market dynamics that often follow when large quantities of previous inactive coins re-enter circulation. You know, the funny thing is when Litecoin had its halving, like 6 months ago or a year ago, whenever it was, Litecoin went up to $100. A lot of people will say, oh, Litecoin didn't do anything for its halving. Guys, the crypto market was in shambles. Bitcoin was like $25,000. Cardano was 23 cents. Solana was $15. Litecoin goes from like $30 to $100. Then, of course, we went back down to like $40. And then we went back up to $100 like a month ago. And now we're back up to $100 again. So I do fully expect Litecoin to get to $500 or $600. I also saw this article, which is kind of interesting, positive on Litecoin. So this is a good one, and this is one of the reasons I always say Litecoin is going to do extremely well as XRP. CFTC says Ethereum and Litecoin are commodities in a new lawsuit. The CFTC has classified Ethereum and Litecoin as commodities in a legal action against KuCoin. We're going to talk about that in a minute. KuCoin getting sued. This move follows criminal charges by the Department of Justice and emphasizes strict regulations. The Commodities Futures Trading Commission has designated Ethereum, Litecoin as commodities, setting a precedent in the regulatory oversight of cryptocurrencies. This clarification came as part of the CFTC's civil enforcement action against the crypto exchange KuCoin, which faces accusations of conducting illegal off-exchange commodity transactions without proper registration. The legal action follows close on the heels of criminal charges brought against KuCoin and its founders by the Department of Justice. It spotlights the stringent enforcement measures being applied to the cryptocurrency exchanges. So, kind of a double whammy story here. One, the government is never going to go after Litecoin as a security, and probably not Ethereum either. They may try. I know they're trying to do some stuff right now with Ethereum, the SEC, but there's too much conflicting information between the CFTC and the SEC. So Ethereum is not going to be a security. We know Litecoin is 100% not going to be a security. And with the current lawsuit, XRP probably isn't going to be a security. And that's one reason Litecoin is one of those coins. What have I been saying for the last 2 years? Buying the bear market, selling the bull market, easy peasy. You don't have to think about it. You got a full-time job, you're busy with kids. Hey, it's a bear market. Let's put 20 grand into Litecoin. Okay, wait, we're in the bull market now. Let's go cash out. Okay, I cashed out and I bought myself a new house. Like, that's all you got to do. You don't have to worry about it going to zero. You don't have to worry about rug pulls. Yeah, you're not going to get a 50x with Litecoin. It's not going to You're not going to put $1,000 in and turn into $1 million, but it's a significant, you're going to get significant 15 to 20x gains as you do every cycle with Litecoin. The other story being KuCoin. KuCoin is sued. KuCoin is one of those exchanges I've been using off and on. It's actually how I cashed out of my theta a few years ago. But the reason I want to talk about KuCoin is, the government going after KuCoin. All these exchanges that like Rand Nooner and all these big YouTubers promote to you, use Bybit, use KuCoin, use a NordVPN so they don't know you're an American citizen. All these exchanges. I always say any YouTuber trying to promote you these foreign exchanges, the leverage trading, these offshore exchanges that are based out of like Korea, India, China, wherever, they're all scams. And all these guys, here's Altcoin Daily. A lot of people think Altcoin Daily is like a respectable guy, like, oh, these respectable twins. They make all their money off getting you guys to trade off of Bybit. Here's right there a whole advertisement on his YouTube channel trying to get people to use Bybit when, for one, if you're an American citizen, it's illegal to use Bybit. So he's basically telling you to skirt the law. Then they basically tell you, the Rand Nooners, the Altcoin Dailies, all the other YouTubers, oh, well, just use a NordVPN, and then they won't even be able to know who you are, and then you can use the service. But the problem is, what happens when, what happens with KuCoin, the government goes after them, the exchanges figure out you're a U.S. citizen, and they decide to just keep all your money, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's no customer service. There's no going to the U.S. government saying, hey, KuCoin stole all my money, or Bybit stole all my money. They're going to say, well, yeah, you're not supposed to be using it anyway. While these guys, Altcoin Daily, all become multi-millionaires off getting you guys wrecked. And you can even look at the reviews. I mean, they're pretty piss poor. It's a 2-star Bybit Trustpilot. Why would you promote an exchange that has a 2-star review? It's like absolutely insane. I mean, you can just find all the reviews. I made a transaction, blah, 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 blah. They took all my money, blah, blah, blah. Delay and no reply from support. Customer service is lack of response for ADA deposit. I mean, they just leave you hanging. Bybit stole $1,400. This is from 2 days ago. UST from me. Bybit stole my $1,400 USDT. I discussed with the support team, and they said submit a form. I did not get my money back. So these are all the exchanges, all these offshore exchanges to get you guys wrecked using the leverage. They want you to short every time you sign up using their referral links. These guys from Altcoin Daily, Crypto Rand, BitBoy, whoever it is, they make a ton of money. So now you see KuCoin being sued by the government. KuCoin will probably eventually go under, and I pity anybody who has any money on KuCoin that's in the United States, because you're going to lose it all. So if you have any money on KuCoin, get that off of there. It's going under. All these foreign exchanges are going to go under at some point, and all these YouTubers getting you wrecked. All right, what else are we going to talk about? I want to talk about the bridge collapse, or about KuCoin. Oh, I saw this top cryptocurrency altcoins for 2024. This is on Yahoo. See, I like the, we could find this article anywhere, like on Cointelegraph, whatever. It's like, this is what they do every day. But it's nice to see Yahoo Finance is actually giving Cardano some love. Unfortunately, they're also giving Solana some love. But top cryptocurrency altcoins 2024, Solana, Cardano, and 100x, blah, blah, blah. And they got the first one listed as Solana, which my thing was always that they got Cardano as number 2. So what I think is going to happen, eventually Solana is going to have some more outages going into the altcoin season. People are going to get fed up with it, and they're also going to see that there's been too many gains made in Solana. There's just not much room left, and I think they're going to take their money and put it right into Cardano, because look, Cardano is number 2. Cardano is another heavyweight in the altcoin arena, known for its research-driven approach to blockchain technology. With a strong emphasis on security and sustainability, Cardano aims to prove a more balanced and inclusive blockchain ecosystem. As we approach 2024, Cardano is poised to expand its reach and utility with ongoing projects and upgrades that promise to enhance its networks. So the reasons I like articles like this is because a lot of people aren't looking up Cointelegraph or CoinMarketCap or CoinDesk or whatever, but they go on Yahoo. So when you see a Yahoo article shilling Cardano, that makes me happy. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I want to talk about the bridge a little bit. Kind of interesting. I know it's like a lot of people have been talking about it. Got the bridge, Key Bridge. I'm from Baltimore. It collapsed. I've been over this bridge many times. In a nutshell, a tanker hit one of the support beams, and it was able to knock down the entire bridge. And the only reason we didn't have 10,000 people dead was because, for one, it happened at 1 o'clock in the morning, And for two, the guys on this tugboat, they lost power and they were able to say a mayday, saying that they were coming close to the bridge, and the police were able to shut down the bridge and not allow people to come on. So basically the only people left on the bridge were a bunch of construction workers and a few stragglers who were, still crossing the bridge before the police could completely shut it down. If this happened in rush hour morning, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, you'd be looking at thousands of people dead, thousands of cars in there. That was my main time for crossing this bridge, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I mean, it's like a mob scene. There's thousands of cars here. So, I've developed a bridge phobia like a couple years ago, and I've been avoiding bridges. Although this bridge was only a mile and a half long, so I'd still go over it. I was actually just driving over this bridge about a week and a half ago. But I think I'm never going to go over a bridge again, especially in Maryland, because everything in Maryland is so shitty. But I want to go over how weak this bridge was and how it had no redundancy and how it had no protections in case a rogue ship did hit one of the barriers. So if you look, here's a picture right here of the bridge. Very interesting. Okay, a work of modern marvel. But look, these pillars, these support beams right here, there's nothing protecting it. So if a boat comes in like the boat did and it hits this one, this is the one I think it did, the whole bridge is going to come down. There's no support. So any boat coming in, any big boat having a problem and hits this, the whole bridge is going to come down. Now, other bridges have concrete reinforcement around the structure, not allowing that to happen. So I've been watching interviews over the last couple days, and all these civil engineers are coming out, even news anchors, and they're like, why was there no protection around these barriers? Why are boats just allowed to come in and just ram it? Like, why couldn't they put some concrete around it? And I was thinking that too, like, this thing was just an accident waiting to happen. And then I see that, like, these other bridges, like this one right here in Delaware. Yeah, so look at this. It's like common sense prevails. Like, I barely made it through high school, all right? But if I was going to design a bridge, right, I'd say, okay, these are the support columns in the water. This is a major thoroughfare. Ships coming in by the hundreds every day. This is going to the port of Baltimore. Like, this is one of the biggest ports in the world. Got ships coming in every day. If a ship accidentally hits one of these support beams, it's going to take down the bridge. So what could we do to prevent that? I don't know, guys. I'm pretty stupid, but this is what most bridges have. Look at this, to protect them from what happened in Baltimore.
This collapse. But he says the key difference sits in the Delaware River near the bridge support piers.
When you talk about the Betsy Ross Bridge, we have concrete dolphins that are protective against ships that will prevent a ship from striking the pier. That's what we have at the Betsy Ross Bridge.
You can see those circular structures from Drone 6.
Yeah, look at these big, giant concrete structures they have. So if a rogue boat does come in there, it's going to hit this concrete structure and hopefully stop the boat, or at least take a lot of the impact. It looks like the way it is, the boat will actually probably ride up on it, and it'll probably slow it down that way. But how can you have a bridge in Baltimore with none of these support structures, and then, of course, the whole thing just collapses into the ground? This is why I don't trust American infrastructure anymore. You see the planes, you see the Boeing planes dropping out of the sky, doors flying off, and now you see all the money the United States is sending over to Israel, Ukraine, all over the place. And they can't make sure that a bridge, a major bridge in Baltimore, is safe and has some support concrete around the pillars like this one does in Delaware, so we don't have to worry about, losing 1,000 people one morning in rush hour. So anyway, this is why I think that, for one, Baltimore's a shithole, and I'm from Baltimore, so I can say that. And you see, like, there's other bridges. We have the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, we have the Key Bridge, we have tunnels. I'm just waiting for, like, the Harbor Tunnel to completely collapse and, like, water just to flow in there and kill everybody. I'm totally waiting for the Bay Bridge at this point, which is one of the biggest bridges in the world, I think. Going across the Chesapeake Bay. I fully expect that bridge to collapse at some point too. But this just goes to show I don't trust America anymore, and I don't trust America infrastructure. I don't trust boats. I don't trust planes. I don't trust trains. This is common sense, guys. Common sense. You put concrete around the support beams, to protect it. And they couldn't even do that in Baltimore with one of the biggest bridges in Baltimore. So, hey guys, that's liberal Democrat leadership, but. Hey, look, this would have happened too if we had a Republican, but it just goes to show all the money wasted sent overseas, sent all into these welfare programs or whatever, and it should be going into actually making sure that the commuters, the taxpayers, the people who drive every morning across this bridge and pay the toll don't have to worry about dying on the stupid fucking bridge. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I know that's not really crypto related, but I felt like talking about the bridge because I live right near it. Bitcoin, 70,120. Honestly, I think we're kind of in a boring stage right now for crypto. I'm actually getting a little bit bored. I know that's kind of crazy. I'm just waiting for the halving now, and I'm waiting for summer, and I'm waiting to cash out. That's like, I'm just like, it's right around the corner. Right now, we're kind of we're kind of in a consolidation range. We've been between 73 and 63 for the last month. It's interesting. We'll probably be at like an $80,000 Bitcoin in the next couple of weeks, but I'm not as interested right now because I'm just kind of waiting for alt season. I'm waiting for that full-blown alt season, which isn't probably going to happen until after the halving, and the halving is still 2 or 3 weeks away. So I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for things to happen. Market's looking great. I saw the stock market's up today, so it's just kind of, guys, it's just kind of a waiting game right now to get to our price levels for these altcoins so we can cash out and ride off into the sunset. Like and subscribe. Talk to you later.